Hey, all right, shalom, shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kwadash. I want to say and give double honors to the apostles and the bishop elders, a great millstone for teaching his word in truth and sincerity, and for ruling well. And salutations to the elect, Lord willing, we some of those men and women that believe and fear in the name of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, and are patiently waiting for the day of salvation, the day of our redemption. Hey, I'm Brother Gabar Yahweh from GMS Hawaii, coming to you with another quick lesson. And you know, this is a illustration how women are. You know, women are groupies, man, straight up, right? You saw that in this video. I let it play, right? Women love attention. They don't care how the attention comes. They don't care if it's negative attention. They don't care if it's positive attention. They don't care if it's poor attention. These women love attention, and they love to be groupies. Right, that's why it don't make no sense to throw yourself into no woman, right? You know, you got men out here that, well, let's go to the precept real quick, because you got a lot of men out here that will throw their life away behind some box or a woman, period, right? And women have a place in society. It's not, their place in society is not to be rulers, judges, leaders, none of that. None of that when it concerns the preeminent position. And they don't like to hear that because of this feminist world that we live in, this post-feminine world that we live in, feminism world, this post-feminism movement world that we live in today. Women don't like to hear that. A lot of men out there don't like to hear that because they're in a beta state. But this just showed you that women are nothing but groupies, man, right? Women are nothing but groupies, and there'll be a lot of men that throw themselves out of commission for the sake of a woman. Real quick, the first precept I got, I want to go back to 1 Samuel 18, but let's go to this is the book of 1 Esdras chapter 4 verse 26. It says, yea, there be many men that have run out of their wits for women and become servants for their sake, right? Right, because you got a lot of men out there that lose their mind, you know, behind a woman, and you see this procession of women going in here. You got so-called white women, look like Latin, East Indian women, black women, so-called black women. You even seen a tranny walking up in there, man, right? Just throwing themselves in there behind this guy, Luigi Magnoni, right? Yeah, you this dude, Luigi Magnoni. They follow this dude. They don't know nothing about this guy's history. They just think he's attractive because of the crime that he committed. And then you see this blonde-haired one. She really turned it on when the camera started flicking. So you know it ain't even about this guy. It's about the attention that comes behind following this guy. And they're nothing but groupies, right? It says fans of Luigi Mangione have filed into court for the hearing of the 27-year-old accused of killing a United Healthcare CEO, Brian Thompson, in December last year. So here it is. This dude is supposedly accused of murdering a man, right? Murdering a man in cold blood. He hunted them just like that dude that got CLK. And I'm sure he got some deranged women out there or tyranny people out there that's gonna follow this guy. And it just shows you that women are nothing more than the stumbling block in this society. And on top of that, they groupies, right? And that's why I had the book of 1 Samuel, right? The book of 1 Samuel, chapter 1, verse, I think it was 18. Salakia. 1 Samuel 1 and 18. Nope, that ain't it, Salakia. And it's the book of 1 Samuel 18, 6 and 7. And it's showing you how women in the ancient world were groupies, right? And they still groupies to this day. Nothing should surprise you about the woman, right? And then you got some of these women, they don't want to be seen supporting this guy, so they covering their faces up, trying to have a little bit of shame. But this one right here, particularly this one right here with the free Luigi shirt on, she ain't got no shame. She cares not, because she wants this fame. She wants the attention. She wants to be seen with a murderer, right? That's what these women are. They don't care that this shows you that the woman don't have no understanding. She don't have no wisdom at all. Because why would you be supporting a murderer, right? A supposed murderer. They got this dude on tape, right? Whether he did it or not, they're going to have to prove it in court, but they got this dude on tape. He was stalking a dude. He wasn't thinking about no women. When he was out there stalking this guy to kill him, he couldn't get a line of women lined up to come check for him. Now that he's arrested, these women who are suffering, all these women are suffering from something called hybristophilia, which you're going to get the definition for that in a second. But these groupies, this shows you that women are nothing but groupies, man. You shouldn't be giving your strength to no woman, right? The scriptures even tell you that it was a woman that told her son that. But Jake don't listen. Men out here don't listen. You risk it all for these women and become servants for their sake, right? But they ain't nothing but fucking groupies, man. Right? They ain't nothing but groupies. A black woman cackling and shit. Waving at the camera and shit. Just excited, right? Because it's a two thing. They want the man that's wicked. They love a man that's wicked. The scripture says all wickedness is but little to that of a woman, man. Right? And once you start understanding that and noticing that, man, you should never put no woman above you. You should never do that. First of all, a woman is a servant, man. That's all she is. A woman is a servant unto a man. That's what that means. That's what the word wife means, or the word woman means. Servant. Servant. You can look it up yourself in the etymology of the word. And it shows you that you should never put your spirit, your heart, and soul into no woman. Now, it's for a man to love a woman, but she needs to be in order under you, not you under her. Because a woman, she's fickle. She'll follow anything. She'll follow any wave, right? And you see that right here. Look, she started hitting the sash. She started sashaying hard as soon as the camera started clicking, because she want that attention. She knows that people are going to start asking, who's the blind with the free Luigi shirt on, right? Even in the comment section, it says, housewives is Luigi, man. Right? This dude got he got a harem. And I guarantee you, if he got out, he beat the case, none of these women would be trying to argue with him about not having more than one woman, man. You see? It says Blondie doesn't play about her man. Slakia. It says Blondie doesn't play about our man. So this chick, whoever, Dave Ritz, whoever this is, and this is a dude. Dave Ritz, right? So, a nigga woman cackling. You hear the black bitch before you see her, right? Just bug the fuck out, man. Women are bugged the fuck out, bro. Nothing but groupies, bro. Women ain't nothing but fucking groupies, man. Nothing but groupies, man. Nothing but groupies. And some of these bitches probably got men at home, right? They got to get up early in the morning to go to this nigga's court case. They ain't give you no hearing at 12 o'clock at night if you're a murderer. They had to get up extra early. And I was thinking, when I saw this video, I was like, look, that nigga commissary is very necessary, bruh. He ain't worrying about no money on his books or nothing. Because these hoes is sending him money in the mail, putting money on his books, finding his information. He ain't looking for them. He ain't looking for these women. And that's how it's gonna be. And when Isaiah 4:1 hit, man, we're not gonna be looking for these women. These women gonna be looking for us. Right? These hoes never had not one conversation with this dude. They don't really understand the evidence that the state or the federal government has against this man. Right? I believe today, or when this was released, he got one of his cases for terrorism got dropped because they didn't have no evidence. But the rest of that shit, they got evidence, bruh. This dude ain't coming home. He not beating his case. Right? He not coming home. But yet he got a line of women Line up for him. This nigga's word. What? Look at his face. Check this out. They all like it. The one in the black, the blonde and the blue man. And that's pride, man. That's pride. This nigga ain't thinking about no pussy. This nigga thinking about his fucking life. This nigga's life on the line, man. They got this dude shackled hands to feet. And these women out here sashaying in. Tell you, man, women ain't shit but groupies, man. And what is a groupie? What is a groupie? This is what a groupie is. A groupie is a fan who follows a celebrity, especially a rock musician, to shows and events, often hoping for a form of an intimate relationship with them. And a lot of these demons, a lot of these women that are marching, a lot of these women that's marching in, they're fucking crazy. All these bitches is crazy, bruh. And they hoping for a time where they can be intimate with this guy, right? Hoping that they can get something out of it, a book deal or something. That's what hybristophilia is, man. Right? It's the same thing that happened with Ted Bundy. Same thing. And groupies women have always been groupies. How we know? Let's go to the book of 1 Samuel chapter 18, verse 6. It says, and it came to pass as they came when, matter of fact, I'll start at 5. And David went out whithersoever Saul sent him, and behaved himself wisely. And Saul set him over the men of war, and he was accepted in the sight of all the people, and also in the sight of Saul's servants. And it came to pass, as they came when David was returned from the slaughter of the Philistine, that the women came out of all cities of Israel, singing and dancing, meeting King Saul with tabrets and joy and with instruments of music. And the women answered one another as they played and said, Saul has slain his thousands and David his tens of thousands. And Saul was very wroth and the saying displeased him. And he said, they have ascribed unto David 10,000, and to me they have ascribed but 1,000. And what can he have more but the kingdom? Yeah, so, that Saul mind started going into envy and jealousy because the bitches was riding King David ride. They was on his top. And they showed you that these women ain't nothing but groupies, man. Women ain't nothing but fucking groupies. You ain't supposed to be bowing down. You ain't supposed to be bowing down your knee and your back for no bitch. I'm gonna keep it. For you that do not like what I'm saying right now, do not have to listen. I'm keeping it real. This is really for the brothers right here. It's for the brothers to understand, bro. Woman ain't nothing but a fucking groupie. That's all they are. Right? And they love wickedness. Right? They love wickedness. They love the man that's in power. That's what it really is. They power seekers. They're groupies. That's what they like. All the women jumped on David's top because they seen that he was the mighty man of war, right? And he brought more in than Saul. And then what? because they were cheering, right? Saul got mad because they were cheering more for David than him. And he said, well, what next? The kingdom. And the kingdom is given to David, right? But just, I kind of wanted to focus on the fact that, man, you don't be putting your heart and soul into no woman, bro. Ain't nothing but fucking groupies, man. And all of these women suffer from something called hybristophilia. Let me get that real quick. Yeah, all of these women suffer from something called hybristophilia. Yeah, and I learned this word from Apostle Gabar. Hybristophilia. Hybristophilia is the phenomenon characterized by sexual interest and attraction to those who commit crimes. And that's what these women, that's what every last one of these women, especially this one right here, it's all about her. Right? She got the letters in bold lettering, Free Luigi, because that's going to draw attention to her, right? And she's most prominent in the line. She made sure she got to the front of the line to lead it. She ain't got no shame. You see some of these women got shame. They covering their faces up. Like I said earlier, a lot of them women probably got men. Probably told their man they was going to work and end up at the fucking Luigi trial and shit, trying to support a whole nother man. So they committing adultery in their mind and they can't wait. Right? Like it said right here. It says, hybristophilia is the phenomenon characterized by sexual interest in an attraction to those who commit crimes. Right? That dude shouldn't be having no fucking fan base, but that's what they like. The term hybristophilia was coined by John Money in 1986 and is derived from the Greek word hybriston, meaning to commit an outrage against someone. That dude murdered a man in cold blood in the streets for whatever reason, right? And ultimately, it says ultimately derived from hubris and philo, meaning having a strong affinity / preference for. In popular culture, this phenomenon is known as the Bonnie and Clyde syndrome. It says manifestations of hybristophilia include the romanticization of criminals, especially serial killers. You see, these bitches is crazy. Many high-profile criminals, and Luigi Mangione, he's a high-profile criminal. And that's another reason why these women jump for it. Like another thing women are hypergamous by nature. So, Jake get upset because we ain't got the women that we probably prefer or want. That's because we ain't got no power right now. Right? See, these women look at Luigi as a man of power because he took another man's life in the street. He took another man's life in cold blood in a cold December night. So these women like, oh, he's powerful. And he's commanding all his media attention. He's commanding all of this fanfare. So these women, they vying for this dude's attention. And he not even in the mindset of thinking about these bitches, bro. He trying to get the hell out of that court. He trying to get out of jail, right? He tired of eating them 3 meals and cheat cheese, them little Debbie's in them cheat cheese that be making you sick. He tired of that shit. He want to go home. He probably already got a woman at the crib and shit. But now these women, all kinds of women. Look, this dude got his pick. If the judge would allow him to pick any of these women, he would be able to pick them. You got fat bitches, you got blondes, brunettes, you got black bitches, cackling fat bitches with their natural hair out. This bitch ain't even got weave. Right? She just sitting up in the house, jilling off all day to this nigga, to the thought of this dude. How we know? Because that's what hybristophilia is. It says, manifestations of hybristophilia include the romanticization of criminals. And women love to romanticize everything, bro. That's why they don't have no real understanding of reality. Right? Romanticization of criminals, especially serial killers. Many high-profile criminals, particularly those who have committed atrocious crimes, receive fan mail. Like that dude, what's his name? He dead now. The guy from the 70s that etched the marking in his head, Charles Manson. He had him, right? Charles Manson had him. A whole bunch of other serial killers had fans that were flocking to these dudes, man, while they was in prison. And women, especially the nigga women, no one loves a criminal more than a nigga woman, bruh. You see that all the time. Hold on. Yeah, no one suffers from hybristophilia more than a nigga woman, bruh. But pretty much all these women, man, look at this shit, right? The woman would take a 2 and 3 hour trip to a fucking prison house just to be with a dude. And I did a video about this before, about why women like men that are locked up and shit. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. No one loves the prison man more than the black woman. She prefers men that has been to jail over men that haven't. You see this shit? You see this shit? This is hybristophilia, man. This is hybristophilia, man. She could see the good in the wicked ass nigga. Why? Because women are wicked. Wine is wicked. You know what I'm saying? The king is wicked. But the truth is not. The truth is everything, man. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Marrying a nigga in prison. Can't marry the nigga on the streets, but she'll marry the nigga while he locked the fuck up. He's desperate. Look at this shit. Love after lockup. Love during lockup. Straight up criminal, man. Straight up demons. These niggas are demons. But they get the finest women. Bitch stay in shape. Yo, they get the most, what you call it? The most loyal women, supposedly. They be fat, and they joke a lot about the fat white bitch. A lot of fat bitches like niggas that's locked up too. But it ain't just them, it's fine bitches too. Look at this shit. The couple jail photo now going viral. This nigga look dead. He looked like the poster. This nigga like she hugging a poster. This nigga locked the fuck up. Look at this shit, bro. You can't make this shit up. Visit pictures, second visit on this trip. You see? You see? This is hybristophilia. Look. The nigga woman, the love a criminal, man. She loves a criminal. The Latin woman, she loves a criminal. They love them. They love criminals, man. Women are out of fucking control. Kind of going back to the manifestation of hybristophilia, many high-profile criminals, particularly those who have committed atrocious crimes, receive fan mail in prison that it's sometimes amorous or sexual, presumably because of this phenomenon. Women who write pen pal letters to or even pursue men who are incarcerated for a crime are sometimes referred to as a prison groupie. You see? A prison groupie or a serial killer groupie. In some cases, admirers of these criminals have gone on to marry the object of their affection in prisons. Causes. Some speculation have been offered as to the cause of hybristophilia. Catherine Ramsland, a professor of forensic psychology at DeSales University, mentions that some of the women who have married or dated male serial killers have offered the following reasons. Some believe they can change a man as cruel and powerful as a serial killer. I told you, women love power, bro. I learned that from Apostle Gabari years ago, man. These women, the reason why you can't get your woman, you ain't gonna get no, the reason why we ain't gonna get no line of women right now, we ain't got women lined up, but guess what, brothers? We will. Women are gonna be lined up. Isaiah 4:1. Isaiah 4:1 tells you that, tells us this. Isaiah 4:1. Isaiah chapter 4, well, I like to get it in the KJV. Right? Isaiah, the KJV and the NLT. Isaiah 4:1. It says, and in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. In the NLT it says, in that day, so few men will be left that 7 women will fight for each man, saying, and 7 is a complete number of women. It's going to be more than 7. Saying, let us all marry you. We will provide our own food and clothing. Only let us take your name so we won't be mocked as old mates. Right. And this dude Luigi Mangione, he ain't paying nothing for these hoes, man. These hoes paying their own lifestyle. They ain't demanding of Luigi. They ain't demanding that he buy their clothes. He make $100,000 a year, a month. They ain't demanding all these delusional. They don't have all these delusional demands they have for men that are so-called in the free world. Right? These bitches providing their own lifestyle. They just on this nigga top. That's all. They just on this man's top. They groupies, man. Right? These hoes, they just want something. Most of them want attention. Most of them want sexual gratification. Most of them want to, they romanticize this man so much, they just want to be with him. He even got trannies. Look at this shit. Niggas in handcuffs, bruh, and waist and leg shackles, and he got bitches. He got it. So what you think the Lord gonna do for us in that day? And we ain't gonna have no handcuffs on us. We just gonna have the power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and these women, they gonna fly. They gonna come. They gonna. the finest of the finest women gonna be coming in, all types. You're gonna have Israelite women, you're gonna have heathen women, you're gonna have women that look like heathen women that go back to this. It's gonna be that type time, because women love power. Women are attracted to power, and they don't care how it comes. Let's go back to this definition right here. It says some believe they have they can change a man as cruel and powerful as a serial killer. How the fuck do you think you're gonna change this dude, Ted Bundy? And that's where it started from. This dude, Ted Bundy, he killed women. He killed women, bruh. He killed and had his way with women, bruh. Serial killer Ted Bundy was a subject of a widespread hybristophilia, with many women writing him love letters and attending his trial. Same thing that's happened with Luigi Mangione, man. All them women suffer from hybristophilia, man. This dude was known for strangling bitches, killing bitches. Look at it. Listen to some of the shit this nigga did, bruh. And a woman would love him. Look, Theodore Robert Bundy Cowell, November 24th, 1946 to January 24th, 1989, was an American serial killer who kidnapped, raped, and murdered dozens of young women and girls between 1974 and 1978. His modus operandi typically consisted of convincing his target that he was in need of assistance, or duping them into believing he was an authority figure. He would then lure his victims to his vehicle, at which point he would bludgeon them unconscious, then restrain them with handcuffs before driving them to a remote location to be SA'd and taken out. You see? Look at this nigga, a straight up demon. That's what these women are attracted to. And you wonder why a righteousness is a repellent to a woman, bruh. Even King Solomon said that. Hey, this is the book of Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 20. I'm sorry, I had it. Slack it. Let me go to my history. Ecclesiastes, yep. 7 and Ecclesiastes 7 and 28. It says, which yet my soul seeketh, but I find not. One man among 1,000 have I found, but a woman among all those have I not found. In the NLT it says, though I have searched repeatedly, I have not found what I was looking for. Only one out of 1,000 men is virtuous, but not one woman, man. So these women out here, they ain't virtuous, they ain't righteous, they're wicked. All women, your mama, your granny, your woman, your cousin, right? Takesha the freak, Marianne the whore, all of them they all wicked, bruh. And King Solomon should know, because he had more than enough. He had over 1,000 women in his lifetime that he locked down. He had 700 wives and 300 concubines, man. What was it? Or I think he had 700 wives and 300 concubines, man. So he should know. And King Solomon is Yahushua, bro. So it says, the causes. Some believe they can change a man as cruel and powerful as a serial killer. You can't change that man. It says, others see the little boy that the killer once was and seek to nurture him. But you won't nurture the man that's out here trying to get his life in a righteous manner. Women are fucking crazy, bro. A few hope to share in the media spotlight to get a book or a movie deal. And that's what these women are doing. Especially this one right here, the blonde. Especially the blonde right here. Oh, yeah, she just knows she gonna get that deal. She know people gonna look for her OnlyFans. They're gonna look to see, they gonna wanna sit her down and do interviews. That's what all these women are hoping for, bro. Like they think they can change this guy. They even got trannies in there, man. In the line. Because one of them things look like a man, half woman. You know what I'm saying? Talking about free Luigi. This dude's a whole fucking murderer, but they don't care. Hey, women, that's what I'm saying, bro. You ain't gotta put your heart and soul in no fucking woman, bro. You ain't gotta, oh shit. You ain't gotta jump out the window for no woman, man. They gonna do that for you. right? They gonna do that for you. They did it for Ted Bundy. They doing it for Luigi. What you think they gonna do for you, brother? I mean, look, women are tertiary, bruh. In this grand scheme of this thing, they serve a purpose. Yes, they have a purpose, but that purpose is not above you. She should never be above you. Your woman want to leave? Let the bitch roll, bruh. For every woman that leave, it's 10,000 more women lined up ready to take her place and do a better job. Telling you, man. Telling you, gotta learn. Once you get into the scriptures, man, you start learning women, bro. You start learning women, man. It says a few hope to share in the media spotlight or get a book deal or movie deal. Then there's the notion of the perfect boyfriend. She knows where he is at all times, and she knows he's thinking about her. While she can claim that someone loves her, she does not have to endure the day-to-day issues involved in most relationships. There's no laundry to do. There's no cooking for him. There's no accountability to him. She can keep that fantasy charged up for a long time. And that's why you see that's why you see these black bitches. They love a nigga, a criminal, man. They love a jailbird. These bitches love a jailbird. Mother reunites with her son after serving a prison sentence. And she put her whole fucking legs around this dude. Oh, no, this is a woman. I thought that's a rough looking woman. But yeah, we're talking about women and men. Look, that's why these hoes love, I made my husband in prison think somebody made me cry on live. You see what kind of shit is that? She controlling this nigga. He was mad as hell. Oh, well. You see what kind of shit is this, bruh? You see what kind of, look at this shit. Look at this shit. My brother's girlfriend and her mom jumped my mama, and I went to prison for 8.5 years. Look at this shit. And look, men, they try to get men to suffer from this shit. Inmate who went viral for her looks just been released from prison. A lot of these hoes is in federal penitentiaries looking snatched because they ain't got shit else to do. Right? But these bitches are monsters. Oh, let's go back to these hoes that love a jailbird. Nah. Come on, bro. Prison couple photos. Look at this shit. Women love a jailbird. They love a nigga that's locked up. Why? Because they can control them. Because that's what all these women desire to do. See, when they out in the so-called free world, they got to be accountable. They got to do the job of a woman. But when a nigga locked up, all she got to do is answer the phone call, send a couple dollars on his books, send him a couple nudes. You know what I'm saying? And these hoes be holding on to this shit, bruh. These bitches be holding on. Like Jeffrey Osborne and shit. You know what I'm saying? I forget that group he was with. He wasn't with GQ. I forget who he was with. Yeah. Look at this shit, bruh. When your husband in prison loves taking pictures with you. Of course the nigga loves taking pictures with you, bitch. He locked up. She ain't gotta worry about another bitch. Well, a lot of times he be having more than one chick. Right? Remember, these women suffer from hybristophilia. Yeah, they suffer from hybristophilia, man. It says then there's the notion of the perfect boyfriend. So a woman's perfect boyfriend is a man that's locked up. So you out here trying to be the perfect man to your woman, you wasting your time. You wasting your motherfucking time, bruh. You trying to be the perfect husband. You trying to be the perfect boyfriend. Nigga, you got to get locked up to do that. Fuck that. I'm cool. I'll pass. I'll be the worst boyfriend ever because I ain't getting locked up for no bitch. Fuck that. Then there's the notion of the perfect boyfriend. She knows where he is at all times, and she knows he's thinking about her. While she can claim that someone loves her, she does not have to endure the day-to-day issues involved in most relationships. There's no laundry to do. There's no cooking for him and no accountability to him. She can keep the fantasy charged up for a long time. Others offered reasons along the lines of some mental health experts have compared infatuation with killers to extreme forms of fanaticism. They view such women as insecure females, and all women are insecure, every last one of them, who cannot find love in normal ways, or as love avoidant females who seek romantic relationships that cannot be consummated. Psychologist Leon Seltzer proposed the condition could be related to riskiness involved with dating a criminal and the desire to tame or fix them. See, a bitch want to fix a criminal. She want to fix a criminal, but she don't want to fix or help fix a man that's out in the free world. Why? Because he got too many options. And a lot of brothers, you don't know, man, you got tons of options, bruh. I'm telling you, man. You worried about Shaniqua, your baby mom, or that bitch that left. You crying over this hoe. You think, fuck that bitch, bruh. I'm telling you, I know. You can get out this country. Hey, a lot of brothers is a lot of men are becoming passport bros, man. Because there's hoes everywhere, bruh. There's women everywhere, bro. You ain't got to stick with the same thing that you used to. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to do that. You ain't got to do that. You ain't got to stick to the same rivers and the oceans that you used to, chasing waterfalls. You can chase the waterfall, bruh, if you want. But you ain't really no need for that right now. The only waterfall I'm chasing is this truth, man. Fuck that. I had my share of women. I know what the box feel like, bruh. It ain't no mystery to me. I know what titties in my hand feel like. Ain't no mystery to me, bruh. Ain't no mystery to me. I'm focusing on this truth. But yeah, and Jacob's trouble is fastly approaching. We in the early throes of it. It's gonna get worse out here. A lot of these men gonna die in a war. A lot of these dudes gonna die in a can, like Luigi. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these dudes gonna get put to death through famine and wild destruction. Most of these dudes gonna die in a war. A lot of you YNs, you going to the war, buddy. You wanna be a soldier out here in these streets? You gonna be a soldier out there in the Middle East, nigga. And while you getting mopped up and dropped up, your woman gonna be getting picked up by real men of the Lord. Because these women, they gonna get shaken first when all hell breaks loose, man. So yeah, I just wanted to do this video. I didn't really want to make it go this long, but I saw this, man. I was just like, yeah, man, woman ain't nothing but a groupie, man. Man, don't be sweating no bitch, man. And with that, I say shalom and on to the next, man. Shalom.